Alright, after this episode, I'm gonna make a intro or
Hello?
attempt to. Hello, Ringo. Saved your ass, and now you're just sitting here on it. But as you can see, we grabbed the flintlock. I haven't really figured out how or what is necessary for the ammo, so we're just not gonna worry about that. But we are back. We have put up flyers, we have inked around with our mods and stuff, and for now we are set up. I might add the monster mod to add in some more combat, because, let's be honest, sometimes vanilla can just a little less predictable. If I add in some of the monsters, and it's just called monster mod, and it adds in genuinely hilarious, actually cool monsters, and then there's just straight up wacky ones, like there's geckos with human hands, and like straight up like a thumb, four fingers, and they're carrying a sledgehammer, and they run up like a super mutant. Yeah. I should just honestly show you it. Show, not tell. And I will work on that next time, because what it does is it doesn't add in a bunch. I mean, it does. It adds in quite a variety of enemies, and it makes the game thoroughly a bit more of a challenge, because you never know what could be there, or what could show up with the mixed in a variety of enemies, because it genuinely does not follow the leveling list. Or I'll do a walk around in the beginning area just to show you that monster mod does not fuck around. It will kick your ass and take names and tell you who I am daddy. You are the bitch in this relationship. Alright. Do I want the dynamite? No, we'll come back for that later, or if I remember that's there. I don't want to mess around with their armor anymore. It's not worth anything, and I honestly don't feel like sneaking into the NCR correctional facility when I head that direction. But, oh, let's see what, Grimm pre-war business suit. Nice. If we ever get into a speech check and we're just 5 points off, we have our solution. I'll just drink a beer or a board seat. Gorman steak. Yeah, that works. There's some more powder gainers. I want to say NCR, but they technically work for the NCR at one point. Oh shit! Oh shit! He took my arm. Gotcha. Bitch. Way. Let's see what we can fix up. Oh, we have a full conditioned varmint rifle. So useful. And it is not useful. Oh, it's because I have a broken arm. That's why I was swaying. I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of the negative, bad karma, but I honestly, you'll see what I do when I play this game. I usually choose not the middle ground of between good and bad, but I usually choose the bad guys get what they deserve. Uh, if I have a high enough speech check, I can usually convince the bad guys to fucking turn on their each other, or just convince them to straight up give up and ceasefire. That's far in between. I usually try that with one of the guys in the DLCs, and it does not work half the time. Other times, the DLC will like kind of allude to you guys coming into an agreement of some sorts, but for the most part, anytime you play the game plan for the DLCs is Blood Money, Honest Hearts, Lonesome, Honest Hearts, and then Old World Blues, and then Lonesome Road last. It sounds like a lot, but trust me, those DLCs can go really quickly, especially if you're just kind of zooming through things. Like Honest Hearts, I try to go after collectibles and cool stuff, but for the most part, half the time follows chalks or the one chick grabs the survivalist rifle, so I just usually rage quit and just get out of there as fast as possible after Joshua does his thing to the final guy. Well, we'll see. I'll show you what Joshua does when we get to Honest Hearts. We gotta get through Blood Money first, and to get to Blood Money, we gotta go the long trip around Novak? Novak is the town with Dinky Dinosaur, but Nipton, we gotta go through Nipton. Go up to Novak, and level up to level 15 or 16. I forget the recommended level, but we're going to put a bit of into survival, even though we're not playing on hardcore. Having survival in that mod literally is like, oh, the difference between do you want some health or a lot of health? Because you're going to be more food-ish items, like there's like, what's it called? Fucking cram and all the like weird old pre-war food. You can find that, but to get stim packs in that game, you need there's a whole system around casino chips, and it's not like a DLC like the other DLCs where the only DLC you can go in and out of actively and like leave whenever you want is Lonesome Roads, but all 3 other DLCs, as soon as you activate them, you are there till the very end, and you see the end slides. So, if you decide to do or go with a DLC, choose wisely, because once you start that DLC, it is your only experience with it until the end. And the only DLCs that let you go back to and explore where you walk through and like get a chance to pick up things that you might have missed is Honest Hearts, Old World Blues, and Lonesome Roads. Other than that, as soon as Blood Money's over, that's it. There is no going back to the Sierra Madre. There is no... The best you get is you get a bunker, Elijah's bunker in the Wasteland that you start the mod in. And I'm not going to say how the mod starts, that's one thing, but when we get to that point, we will be fully investing ourselves. We will be ingraining ourselves into the atmosphere and fully investing ourselves in the survival horror of it and trying to, like, I don't know, the atmosphere of the Sierra Madre is honestly what wins me over more than anything. The amazing lore, it's supposed to be like a representation of survival and hope, and literally be a monument to the love of someone, and it turns into like a corrupted like, oh my god, the lore alone is worth listening to just because. And I want to say I want to do a dust playthrough, but to be honest, I don't know, man. I don't want to mod it to make it less painful, but we honestly might do the, I don't want to say atmosphere over gameplay, but we might do atmosphere over gameplay. And we are at Primm.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Primm is off limits.
What's going on in Primm?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs.
Should you protect in the town or something?
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them.
Why can't you protect them?
We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
This is the thing about New Vegas I love. You have 2 options of where to go. You can go north or south. East, there's very impassable mountains. West, the game just unpassable mountains. So you have 2 options of where to go. And south is obviously the intended route. It has lower level creatures. It has, basically, it's the, it like doesn't funnel you, or like, I don't know what the word is, but it like, the game instills in you, oh, going north is a bad idea. There's things that one-shot me, or literally only takes 2 or 3 hits, and then I'm poisoned to the point where I can't even run away.
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New
So
California
you are
Republic
kind of
Army,
like,
5th Battalion, 1st Company. If you want to talk about something, speak to Lieutenant Hayes. I'm from the hub originally, but it's been a long time since I saw it. I'm on my 2nd tour here. Most non-commissioned officers are. Sir.
basically guided towards the south, and there's stuff to do in the north still. Like there's the NCR correctional facility. We have to go back up
Hayes
there
of the New
to
California
talk to
Republic
someone
Army,
if we're going
5th
to
Battalion,
West
1st
here.
Company. What's your business? We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing.
What kind of problems with your mission?
The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. Convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here,
they're
maybe
called
some
powder
guns with some
gangers.
firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow. Most people just call it NCRCF. That's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup. Killed the guards that weren't able to escape. And I've been ransacking the area since then. Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers. Mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders
there is like
weapons.
options of
They got
like
organized
areas
faster
to
than I would
level
have
up
thought.
before you
Most
start
of them, at
heading
least.
south and
Thankfully,
head
the small
over
group
through
in town here seemed to have
Lipton,
split off from
because
the main
once you go over
force,
to
so they
Lipton,
aren't
you
getting
need to
anything in the way of
be
support.
level 5, you need to be getting up there in levels before
Have
you
some
start
free
heading
time.
that way, because
Ask
once you
away.
get Novak, yeah, I don't know, level
Sir.
8, that's a bit early even, I don't know. There's quite a few options with quests and all that kind of stuff, but to me, getting to Novak
It's been a long tour.
is
All I can think about now is going back
not a
home.
quarter of the way through the game, but it's you are done with the beginning shit. You are not done with the beginning area, because you have to go back to turn in certain quests, or continue certain quest
Hello?
lines, because they all,
Hey,
for some reason, link back to the one NCR place that's way down south, the outpost. There's like a bunch of missions that are quests that all revolve around going there to either get a character or talk to one character for a split second and then continue the quest line. But the main goal is to get to Novak, start leveling up. You know what? We'll head to the strip one time. We're not going to go inside because I don't think we'll have enough money by then. By the time we hit the strip, we won't even have 2,000 caps to do the door check or the security check or credit check or whatever it's called. But main goal is to start the get at least the stranger or the beginning reputation in Freeside where you're unknown, or basically take your first step to getting a reputation in Freeside. You got to be unknown to become known. I turned up the actor fade so characters shouldn't. I mean, they'll pop in. There's no way to stop that from being the case, but like that, you see the guy to the left. He didn't just pop in. He was kind of. Keep straight, boy. Come on. Wasting your bullets. Oh my god, you're wasting so much ammo. Good. You're actually aiming for once. Took 12 to 13 bullets to kill 2 guys. Let's just say you're screwed. I'm trying to think of what's the game plan for Dust, because I do intend on playing that, but I need to back up or save and copy the files of my game right now so I can at least go back to before Dust, so I have the option, because you can just disable the ES.
I don't know what it was brought you to Primm, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Well, that's obvious.
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Primm going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
Courier of the Mojave Express.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
What was strange about it?
Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits.
Oh,
they was talking
you know
about
what?
a chip.
You know what? I should mention this. Red Dead Redemption
Well, for
is
that,
coming
your
out
best bet is going to be
for the
talking to
PS4
Deputy
and
Bigler.
Nintendo
Since they came to town, he was
Switch.
keeping a good bit of notes on him.
I do
and
plan
he
on
was
buying
slinking
it,
around
even
Bison
if
Steve
it's
when your
glitchy
pretty boy
or,
friend came through.
you know,
He may have heard where
not
they
in the
were
best
going.
condition, because one, it's Red Dead Redemption for the Switch. I need to at
That
least
cowboy robot had us hire 6
confirm to
couriers.
them,
Each was
yes,
carrying
you
something
did the
a
right
little
thing.
different.
You
Pair of
released, you
dice,
did the one
chess
thing that
piece,
we've been
that kind of
asking for
stuff.
years, but
Last word I had
other
in the
than that,
office, it looked
I'm
like
pissed.
payment had
It
been
has the
received for the
multiplayer
other
gutted
5
out of it.
jobs. Guess it was just
You're
your
gonna just
chip that
basically
didn't
get
make
the
it.
single player and
First
only the
deadbeat
single
we
player
hired
of
to do
Red
the
Dead Redemption
job
and Undead
canceled.
Nightmare. And
Hope a storm from the
I swear to
divide
God,
skins
if
him
I boot up
alive.
Undead Nightmare and I see missing heads
Well,
or
that's where you came in.
suddenly the zombies acting like normal cowboys and
Yeah,
pulling
got
out
this
guns and
look when he
shooting at me
saw
when
you
I shoot
next
them
down on the
first
courier
because they're
list. His
zombies. They
expression turned right
have
around. Asked
zombie
me if your
blood
name
all
was for
over them
real.
and zombie
I said,
face,
sure as
and then as
like a
soon as they turn
rain, you was
human or
still
act
kicking.
human, their heads
And he turned down the
disappear
job,
and they
just like that.
missing heads
I
and they
asked
just
if he
act
was sure
normal
it
like
was
an
good
NPC
money.
in Red Dead
No,
Redemption, but not.
but Courier 6
It's
carried the
Undead
package.
Nightmare,
That's what he
not
said.
Red Dead
Like the
Redemption. I
Mojave
want my
sorts
game to
you
work,
out or something.
and you'll never
Then he
fucking
just
fix
up
it
and walked
because
out.
it's not
No
actively
idea.
what makes you
Sounds
money.
like you
So
two
there's
had a
no
history for him to act
microtransactions
like
to get
that.
more
And turn
gold
down the
bars in
money,
Red
too.
Dead 1.
Hope he
So of
didn't
course
see any trouble in that
they're gonna do
package of
the
yours.
equivalent of,
Maybe he thought your name was bad
yeah, they're
luck.
not. I don't think they'll ever release
Enough for me to
GTA
say.
4 for Switch. You literally can buy prostitutes. You
Nope,
can get
different
strippers.
fella.
Like,
Bigger.
nah, I don't
Had
see that
himself a
coming
face on a
to
screen.
GTA. I
And he
don't see that
talked
coming
more
to
like
Switch
you or me.
unless there's a big discussion of
I
why
guess I don't have
GTA
anywhere
4
better
is
to be.
required for the Nintendo Switch and
A
why
Beagle had some notes he...
Rockstar will gut and
Sure,
remove a lot of the more controversial aspects of 4. There
sure,
isn't
have a
a
look.
lot of controversial. Honestly, 4, it's an edgy game, but for the most part, it does it. It does the TV-14, Sopranos, HBO angle of edgy adult humor. You know, like genuinely people who enjoyed not early 2000s, but like mid 2000s to late 2000s HBO, or like shows that had not intense, but amazing dialogue, a thoroughly thought out cast and crew of people who cared about the product and the relationship between the show and the TV, or the relationship between the cast and the fans, basically, or how people view them. Like you don't see people messing with the actor for Tony Soprano because he put up such a enough aura of, hey, I'll put your fucking balls in the garbage disposal and I'll turn them on and I'll wait till there's nothing there but a red stump and I'll pull it out and then make you suck on it. Like he did a good enough job to where people were like, would he actually beat the shit out of me if I said something stupid to him in person? I was saying that the guy who played Tony Soprano would assault someone for being stupid or making a poor joke in front of him, but he did a good enough job to where people actually wondered, is this guy, you know, the kind of guy that will punch me if I say something really fucking stupid to him? Like, I've never seen an interview of him be like getting harassed. I mean, I've never seen an interview where he's in the butt of the joke, where he's getting the shafted or anything. Like, he usually maintains a nice medium of not controlling the conversation, but letting people ask the questions that they
Pleasure
want.
doing
He'll
business with you.
either say yes or no to
Right
them,
now,
or
Beagle
give
is
them
the
an answer that
closest
he
Primm's got
deems
to any organized law. But he's
good
still stuck up
for
in
his
Bison Steve. First thing I'd say is get his sorry butt out of there.
I don't know. I just thoroughly enjoyed The Sopranos, and I'm trying to think of other TV shows. Like, there's Shameless, the UK one is pretty good, but I enjoyed the
Gangers,
US version
gangsters,
a
all
little
sounds
more.
like trouble to me.
Just personal. It's not. I'm not saying the US is a better show or the UK is worse or anything like that. It's just
Bye.
I like the actor Frank Gallagher, the American actor Frank Gallagher. He honestly wins me over a lot more because of the shit that he pulled. He's just a genuinely interesting guy and plays the character enough to where I actually wanted to tune back in and see what happens to the Gallagher family and all that bullshit. I'm trying to remember another good TV show. The only one that comes to mind is Weeds. It was one of those late 2000 shows or like early 2010 shows. It had a mom whose husband died tragically, and she was starting to fall back on the bills and fall back on the mortgage and all that, all the things that happen when you live in a California California fucking what's it called? Community. Basically, she lives in one of those middle suburban houses where middle class families
Move along.
all
Clear.
get together and they're like, "Hey, neighbor,
Easy.
what are you
Howdy,
doing this
partner.
weekend?" And
Welcome
they
to the
act like
Vicky
they
and
care
Vance Casino and
when
Museum.
honestly they don't give a shit. They're just acting like they're superior to you because they own a house right next to you and they have a prettier
Primm
fence,
Slim at your
so they got to
service.
play the part
Authentic
of the
cowpoke and
caring
official spoke
neighbor.
spot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw!
Yeah, I don't want to tell him that.
Where have you been,
When
partner?
I come back
Hiding under a
with a
rock?
higher science skill, I
Vicky and
will
Vance were
inform
this
him that the
nation's
gun is
fourth or maybe fifth
stolen.
most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever.
I'm a
That's who they
quarter.
was. Primm Slim here can
I
tell you the
usually do
whole story,
Myers.
if you can spare
He's
a
the
minute
guy
to
in the
hear the
NCR
tale.
facility or the correctional facility who's a
Yahoo!
sheriff.
I ain't had a chance to
But I
tell that
might just
tale in a
pick Prim
mess of
Slim just for
years.
the memes.
First things first. Any boss you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed
Prim
their
Slim,
first bank.
I'm gonna blow
So
the
who was
phone kit in
copying
your
who?
face.
Now, true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless, too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway, it was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology. You can put your eyes on the genuine death car just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it. Happy trails, partner.
Not sure when, but there's something coming up. And it's not serious, but there's going to be about some gaps in between my uploads in the next, not few months, but either October or next year. I'm gonna be partaking in a, I don't even know the right words. Not a facility, but I'll be going into a situation where I'll be moving out and living with a group of people, and I make it sound like I'm moving in with like a bunch of roommates or a whole college situation. In truth, it's just going to be me going into a, I'm not sure the best word. It I guess group home facility situation is the best word. It's a bit personal, but I feel like it's good to say something now, so it's not just, oh, he quit YouTube again, or hey, he stopped uploading again. Shit, just another uploader small time YouTuber who died and left his channel to sit at 17 subscribers. Yeah, I'm not gonna check. I don't want to obsess about the numbers of subscribers I have. Yeah. God. I hoping that I can still get this to come out good. Yeah, alright. Well, I don't know what I'm looking at, or voices. I don't know if that's fixed or... Right now, I'm looking at my character shooting a convict who's just started to flee, but I fucking wasted a shit ton of ammo. Anyways, try to edit this in a way where things come out at least semi-coherent, but future plans are... I have a second channel where I uploaded a music video, or not a music video, but a fan video of... I used footage from another guy, from this guy's YouTube, and I don't feel good about it. I just didn't feel like I needed to, like, ask him or, like, bug him or, you know, hey, this is a fan product. You know, I actively, like, showed his channel. I linked him in the description. And if he has any issues and it turns out to where he doesn't like it or he wants that gone, I'll delete it. But for the most part, I'm hoping that he takes it as oh, hey, that's cool. Someone once wanted to use my footage over their music, or not my music, it's a friend's song. And I plan on making a few more of them, or I don't know, I might try to use different footage instead of just Fallout Dust. It's Fallout New Vegas, but I like to call it Fallout Dust because it does feel like a different game in some aspects, but for the most part, I plan on just kind of laying low, uploading, maybe getting some sort of job-ish situation, I don't know. To me, I don't see this turning into a paid job, but if anything, I might find if I improve enough and I acquire enough audience and skill, and I sit here and I work my way up. I work my way to, I don't want to say 100 subscribers, maybe, I don't know, that's going to take a long time to even think about that, because that's just kind of overestimating, or more or less what I don't know, if anyone ever does actually want me to start a Patreon, I don't think people are gonna just, yeah, let's donate randomly and just like instantaneously want to give me money for stuff, but that would be a goal if I did accumulate an audience of people. That would be something to maybe do in the future. I mean, right now, all I want to do is maybe start a Discord. I have a server set up, and I'm ready to drop it in, or figure out somewhere where I can post it and it won't get told. I don't think hundreds, but I don't want like 6 to 20 people would be worst. Best case scenario would be like the mixture of the two. But honestly, 3 or 4 people just kind of recommending me mods or wanting to say something and or ask questions, or I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna ask, "Wow, how did you do that? That's so cool." But if someone wants to ask me like, "Hey, what's the mod load order?" or "Hey, I have this mod and it's not working correctly. How did you get it to work?" Like, I will gladly tell you. If I can get it something to work, and I somehow figure out something, I will 100% gladly tell any of my secrets or mod helps, because I can't make a mod, but I can fucking install a mod. I can really, I can do in-depth wonders mod installing.
Why, yes, I am. I'm in a bit of a predicament.
Must be Deputy B.
Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to
I hear you have information
Well,
on
you
some
look to be a
comms.
trustworthy sort. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I overheard them saying that they're on their way to Novak. If you want to follow them,
Like
I
how if you have high
strongly
speech,
suggest
you're a
that you follow
trustworthy
the road
sort.
through Nipton. There are a lot of dangerous things out in the desert. You won't have me with you to protect you, as I need to stay here and keep Primm safe. It would be so big. Oh, that's just my...
The side thing to kind of think about, what were mentioned, is I have family members, and a family member passed away, and we set up not a GoFundMe, but a foundation for him. And I would love to say it and post it, but I don't know. I don't trust YouTube to bring out the best people or actual good-hearted donators, because I could just see a bunch of people doing chargebacks or like shitty things that would be basically more of a hassle to deal with than actually worth mentioning or bringing it up, because I was saying my cousin, he passed away, and it really hit me a few nights ago, like that he was gone, and he's just gone. There's no coming back. There's no saying hi to him again, or getting that time to to talk to him again. And it just really kind of not affected me, but it just kind of got me going and thinking about it. It made me wish that I had the audience to actually show the fundraiser or foundation and actually expect it to do well, but I don't feel like I live in that world. And right now I feel like a Discord is enough, if even that is wanted. I'll wait for someone to comment down below, yeah, send us post that Discord link, bro. I want to ask you a shindigger of a question, or I don't know. I don't. The reason why I didn't mention it in the beginning is because I want someone who's actually serious and not just fucking mess with me or basically post horrible shit in it, because I don't know. I don't want to be the banhammer and just like immediately start saying nope, get the fuck out, nope. But I've used Discord enough, and I've honestly, I've been that person where I've just like, I'm gonna fucking be a piece of shit and just spam things. And it's like, I don't got the time, I don't got the patience, I don't got the energy or none of it. I'm sorry. So I mean, not to ward you off or scare people off and make it sound like, oh, there's no point in even joining if I can't even have a little fun or joke a little bit. It's like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be that piece of shit that's just like, I only want serious people, but I don't know. I'm at the point where it's like, I can't force things or demand shit from people, so I don't know. I'll just wait, and if someone says, hey, yeah, let's talk, or Discord me, I'll gladly give the Discord link out. But I guess I'm just forewarning you that if you post something fucking cringe, and I'm not like being joking, I'm like saying if you're posting something like
Hello there.
bad
What
or
brings you to Primm?
I have to immediately
I'm Newbie Nash.
report you,
Pleased to
or
make your acquaintance.
you make me
My husband
question
and I
your
are
fucking
Primm
integrity as a human
long-timers.
being.
He fancies
I'm gonna
himself a traitor.
I'm not gonna deal
I
with
know
you.
my
I'm
way
sorry to
around the
say,
kitchen.
but I hope that
My
does
mother taught
encourage
me
someone
never to
who's
say
like,
something
oh, I wonder what
unless
this
it was
mod
nice.
is, or
So
something
I
like
don't
that
have
down the
nothing to say
line. I don't
about
expect
Primm,
people
for the
to
time
ask for it
being, at
now,
least.
but
It's a sad state of affairs. Discuss it with Mr. Nash
anyways,
if you care to. Just
I'll let
makes
Ruby
me
Nash
want
talk,
to cry.
and I'm gonna sign off here.
My specialty is a
Talk
rad
about her
scorpion venom casserole.
Ruby Nash.
It's more
Rad
appetizing
scorpion
than it
poison
sounds.
casserole.
The venom has a sharp,
Sounds
smoky
delish.
flavor, and it numbs your
Anyways,
mouth so
you take
fierce
care.
you'll forget
Goodbye.
you ever had a tongue. It's perfectly safe, long as you don't have sores in your mouth for the venom to find your blood, 'cause that'll kill you dead. Does sound good, don't it? How many rad scorpion glands you got? Guess you'll be needing to find some, huh? Come back when you do.